Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's December 24th, and we're going to do a propagation update. Okay, we're going to start out. Today's been 3 days since the last video, and to keep from bombarding you with a bunch of propagation videos, we'll just combine what we're finding here. And 3 days since we've done the last December 20th here, we've got 12 more, a dozen more that's rooting out. Some are just showing little root like that. Some with a few more. Now this is a Black Mission. This here is a Ronde Bordeaux. We have a Brunswick here. We can see roots starting to pop up there from the top. Let's see here. We've got another Brunswick, got roots coming out from the bottom. It's getting pretty heavy there. And these were November 14th when they're started. So been a little over 4 weeks. This Black Mission here, this was the 13th of November. And this thing is up right there at the top. It's starting to root out. And we have another one of those that the roots wants to climb over the top of it. You can see it's on the outside. This is a Black Mission. Now, Black Mission to me normally are pretty aggressive. Once you start seeing the roots, they just pop out real fast. And being that's been about 5 weeks, which is not bad. Now, here's a Peter's Honey. Like I say, I always like Peter's Honey. That's a good one. And it's really, or I say Peter's Honey. It says Peter's. I hope I didn't do this on many of them because this is an LSU Gold. I'll have to re-tag that one. And I don't know what happened there, but we've got roots coming out on this one, which is a Violet Day Bordeaux. And we got nice root coming out there. And this here is my compost fig. And this is about, it's been November 5th when it was started. And we got another Black Mission that's got good roots coming out the top in a few places. And there's an LSU Purple. It's starting to put out some roots. And this is Italian Everbearing. It's doing its rooting from the bottom, or what we see anyway. And another Black Mission. This was November 13th. And let's see, this one was November 12th. So 3 days, we've got another dozen, and I'm sure by the time we get through this week, and we'll finish up this video on Sunday, so we've got 7 days this time. But I'm going to go ahead and get these potted up, get them out to the greenhouse, and wait for some more. Now it's December 24th, and we've went through our batch of figs again. And looks like we got 11 more, which should make 23 for the week. And we've got a good selection. We got LSU Purple. We've got a couple of these. And this one just got one little root coming out of it. And we've got a Brunswick. And it's starting to run its root around there. We've got a Violet Day Bordeaux, putting out some roots on it, pretty good. We got one of our compost fig. It's putting out roots all the way around. They're really vigorous as far as for rooting in. We've got a Emerald strawberry. It's putting out a root. In fact, it's actually growing out the bottom. It just wants to go. And we've got a couple of LSU golds that are rooting pretty good. So we're doing pretty good at a big selection. We've got a Canadria here starting to put its roots out. And then got a couple of black missions that are putting the roots out on them. So these will all get potted up. Now, what I'm going to do is pot these up. And as you see on this emerald, how they tend to, if they find a hole on the bottom, they put the roots out. Well, last year, I was just putting these in one of my rows in the greenhouse. And I ended up with a lot of them as they got larger, especially if it was in 2-gallon pots. I had so many roots in the ground, it was just pitiful. So this year, I'm going to do this a little bit different, or I have. I've put down black plastic so that the roots can't go nowhere. They've got to stay in the pot. I think this will work a lot better. I won't have near the problem of either breaking off roots or having to cut off some roots because you got so many out the bottom. But I'm going to get these potted up, and then we're going to go look and see what we've got out there in the greenhouse. So before we go out to the greenhouse, I figured I would go out here, and I pulled out some of these that the cuttings didn't make it. Now, this is going to happen with some, but a lot of this was my doing. These were some of the earlier ones. They were done in October. A lot of them was Little Miss Figgies and such that, but these I didn't take and treat the same way with my cinnamon like I was going to, and I didn't take and put wax on the top. But these fungus got in here, and it's just ruined these cuttings. A lot of them, they just completely rotted off where they've been in here, but know that this is going to be a possibility. When I started this project this year and using cinnamon as a anti-fungicide, it appears to do a whole lot better, but when you want to see what happens when it wasn't put on with these cuttings, this would happen. And a lot of these were my Little Miss Figgy cuttings. I really wanted to get a few of these done up, but I got another project going to get some. But I want to throw this in here because I don't want you to think that anybody that does fig cuttings has 100% success. Now this is quite a few here. We've got 11 that are going to be thrown out. Now, I do not reuse my plastic cups with anything that shows any kind of fungus. Now, if it's good and clean, I'll as far as no disease, I'll reuse my cups, and I have good success that way. But I'm not even going to bother washing these to reuse them once they get this fungus, because if there's any of it left in that cup, then it's going to affect your next cuttings. And anyway, now let's go look at the figs in the greenhouse. And we finally made it out to the greenhouse, and we're looking. These ones that were started earlier are doing really well. We have a project that we're doing with our Little Miss Figgy that I'll do a video on once it's complete, but they're trying to air layer some in the winter, see how well that does. But we've got 85 fig trees now with these last 11 added to it. So we're doing pretty good. If that's all we get, that's fine. But I'm sure we got a lot more coming on. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you want to do some follow-up and see more and you're not subscribed, well, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all. And, of course, give her a big thumbs up. Enjoy that gardening experience.